Hello and welcome to official Xbox 360 Magazine's OXM report. This week we're talking to pro snowboarder Travis Rice about becoming the first real person to star in an SSX game and how he's bringing a little of that SSX spirit to the world of real snowboarding. So I'm here with Travis Rice, pro snowboarder, star of The Art of Flight and now star of SSX as well. How does it feel to be immortalised in a video game?
Man, it's kind of a comical thing being able to kind of unguiltily claim that you just played with yourself for half an hour and it's all good.
So did you have kind of approval over how you looked? Were you happy with what they came up with?
Yeah, I did indeed. I mean, I got to pick out my own outfit. Outerwear that I work with on Quicksilver throughout the year, boards that I work with LibTech, getting all that in the mix. I mean, I'm claiming hands down best looking rider in the game. And of course, the SSX tricks are kind of out there. Do you have a signature trick in the game? Is it something you can do in real life? Man, most of the crazy tricks in that game, I can proudly say I cannot do what is in the game.
So in terms of SSX, obviously it's this big sort of sci-fi sort of snowboarding thing. Mm-hmm. Tell me about the supernatural, because that's something that sounds a lot like something out of SSX.
Yeah, well, essentially the supernatural is a contest that I've been working on with Red Bull for almost the past 3 years, and next winter it's going to happen. It's happening. February. Look out for it. What we did, I hired a full crew of lumberjacks, like badass strapping lads, British Columbian guys. We went up and spent 4 months this summer and basically built the best run in the world to snowboard on. Over 100 features we built on this almost mile-long terrain. Like, we built pillow lines. We're going to build like a 200-foot wide kicker halfway down to powder. Get 18 of the world's best out there and have ourselves a go.
So tell me about, because obviously the game's got these deadly descents, like really scary stuff. I mean, what's the scariest thing you've done on a snowboard? We've
had a few, if you would, deadly ascents. I think they really actually took a lot of motivation from some of our past projects. Bringing in these, kind of avalanche chase scenes, taking the what if, like there's a rewind button, right? I mean, imagine if you had a rewind button in real life, the things you could do. I mean, of course there's like the applications in riding, but I mean, talking to girls at the bar, like going gambling. I mean, if you had to eat, really, take it back however far you want, man, it'd be amazing.
So The Art of Flight, big budget snowboarding film. What does that allow you to do that maybe it wouldn't if you were just heading out with a video camera with your friends?
Okay. Well, basically, the resources we had with The Art of Flight, essentially the majority of those went to being able to bring a production crew out to try to capture what we're doing. For sure, there's things that we wouldn't have done had we not tried to film this movie, but a big part of what we enjoy doing is centrally rooted in kind of the theme of the film, which is adventure riding. Hands down, we wouldn't have been able to go to some of the places, nor would we have been able to spend the time to try and get some of these lines. So, all in all, it's a funny thing where we are kind of trying to progress this filmmaking, and then at the same time the filmmaking does progress the riding that we do.
In terms of the tricks themselves, I mean, what's the next step in terms of snowboard tricks?
Man, who's to say? I would say ask like the 19-year-old up-and-coming rider. I look forward to seeing what the future holds, and the youth is already at such an insane level. I mean, I think about when I was a kid, the riding that I watched, and I held is like that control, and and now seeing what's done in contests, what we're doing, in our films, the impressionable 16-year-old kid watches this and holds himself to that. I look forward to seeing what the youth does, man. The next generation is going to take it way farther than we ever could.